Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 16th, the 15th, 2023. I totally forgot this is the, I don't know what I'm doing. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Impact Wrestling's 1000 episode happen. We got some legends showing up. We got the present Impact Wrestling stars, and ladies and gentlemen, we got the first week of 1000 episode, the celebration, and then next week, I believe it's gonna be the last one. I think they said they said 2 weeks. So this week and next week, I believe so. So ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna happen. We got a return match called the Beast or Fired. If you guys don't know about that, I will tell you guys about the rules about this match. Well, I'm gonna tell you what the concept and what's the point of this match. Not the rules of the match. But ladies and gentlemen, WWE and the Avenger, I forgot what it's called. But the merger, there's some people getting released in the offices of the WWE. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know anything about the offices. I don't know who got released. I know one's name was Frank, and someone was named Harwoods. So ladies and gentlemen, and we did hear that we're expecting roster cuts. So Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, there's going to be some releases. I don't know who's going to be in it. I think it's going to be the guys that doesn't have brands, like Elias or Omos, MVP, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin. Those guys. I'm hoping the guys that's on the brands, that they show up on most of the times on TV, but the guys that doesn't have brands doesn't show up very much, and don't have a show to go to. Like if I was them, I would get rid of Omos and Xia Quinn, because I'm not a big fan of those two guys, because they're not really good. They're not very talented in the ring. Sorry to say it. Speaking of Elias, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have a contract. Some reason he doesn't have a contract to the WWE, and I've been checking the roster, and Elias has been on the list of current wrestlers that's still in WWE. But he doesn't have a current contract. And more news, ladies and gentlemen. We got more news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grizzled Young Veterans, a.k.a. the Dyad, Rip Balor and Jagger Raid, or we call it Zach Gibson and James Drake, they are no longer part of the NXT roster. Their contract expired. They are gone from NXT. We kind of seen that a little bit on the segment between Joe Gacy and Ava, when they saying that there was 4 of us, now there's just 2 of us, because those guys are out of NXT. So they can't get released whenever they're doing these cuts for the rosters. But ladies and gentlemen, there's other people that might get cut. I'm hoping it's just the people that doesn't show up very much. On NXT, like Dante Chen, Ika Manjiro, some of those guys, even there's some women that doesn't show up very much. Maybe they will be released. I have no idea. I don't know what's their plan here and who they're going to get rid of. I'm hoping it's nobody that's good, that is always on TV every single week. I don't think they're going to get rid of Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, because those are their top guys in the WWE. And remember, you need to see who gives them more views, who their merch sales, people that want to see, like LA Knight. He's not a big top guy, but people want to see him, and people are getting his merch. You want to make money. Omos doesn't really make money for you guys, or Elias. Not a lot of people are buying Elias's shirts and his merch, but a lot of people are buying LA Knight's merch. Does Omos even have a merch? He doesn't wear any merch. He doesn't wear his merch. Normally WWE guys don't wear their merch a lot. So yeah, I don't understand. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope they don't get rid of a lot of good guys that's on Raw or SmackDown, on the women's side, on the Raw women's side, or the NXT stars. And I'm hoping that we're done with the era of getting college people to join WWE. I'm hoping that we get independent wrestling back to join NXT. Because there's no more Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the one that doesn't want to do the independent wrestling. He doesn't want to do the independent wrestling signees. So I'm hoping that Triple H, because he's head of creative, and the only boss he has to worry about is Nick Khan. Nick Khan never said no to the independent wrestling signings. That was Vince McMahon. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the independent wrestling signings, this could be Jade Cargill's last match in AEW, the TBS Championship match. And she might to head to WWE right after. People are saying, it's a rumor, and people are saying Jade Cargill could leave AEW and come to WWE. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, she's not the only AEW that came to WWE. Brian Pillman Jr. might be, if he makes his debut, and Cody Rhodes did. And now they have a new ownership that's not Vince McMahon. Maybe they could actually get better, creative, and get more opportunity to titles. Because Jade Cargill won the TBS title, but that's the mid-card for the women's division. She never had a shot at the Women's World Championship. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Impact Wrestling 1000 episode. I think we're done all the updates here. If I forget any, you guys can put some on the comments up below. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Impact Wrestling 1000. We got 3 returns that happened on Impact Wrestling. And we got 2 segments I do want to talk about. We got Alex Shelley came out. No, Josh Alexander came out first. And talk about the world title, and he said it was his. That was the word that made Alex Shelley's show come out. And talk about that it's not his world title. It's Alex Shelley's world title. And like you know, they just start arguing with each other, saying who's better, saying that Alex Shelley's better because what he done. He had great matches for his title and all that stuff. But the Rascals came out to attack Alex Shelley and Josh Alexander. Why is this happening? Is because Josh Alexander, when he was walking to the ring, he passed the Rascals in the hallway eating pizza with garbage all around them. And Josh says, how about you guys clean this up? And they said no. And Josh Alexander says, okay. And he throws Trey Miguel's backpack across the hallway. So they got mad, and they attacked Alex Shelley and Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander, he got the defense. He got back up and started punching and attacking the Rascals until the number game happened. The Rascal attacked Josh Alexander, and Alex Shelley just walked away and let Josh Alexander get beat up by the Rascals. So the question is Motor City Machine Guns going to turn heel, or just Alex Shelley turns heel? Chris Sabin wasn't part of the segment. He has his own match with Lio Rush for the X Division Championship. He wasn't there with this segment. So does that mean Chris Sabin might just turn face and Alex Shelley turns heel? I don't know, because there has to be a heel in this rivalry between Josh Alexander and Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley wants this match between Josh Alexander to shut him up because he's keep on saying it's his world title. He never lost it because of an injury. So we might have this match at Bound for Glory. I'm hoping we do. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a knockout segment. It was a long segment, but it was the past, the present, and the future knockouts. We saw all 5 knockouts that will be on next week's 10-man tag team knockouts match. And we found out who is going to be the mystery partners on both teams. We saw the beautiful people coming out. Gail Kim was there. Deonna Purrazzo, Jordynne Grace, Awesome Kong was there, Savannah Evans because she was with Giselle Shaw, Trinity was there, and ladies and gentlemen, the two mystery partners for Team Beautiful People. They got Tasha Steelz coming out. She made her return. And the last member for Team Gail Kim, or Team Over, that's what they call herself now, was the hardcore country gal, Mickie James. She makes her return, and she's going to be on the team with Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, Jordynne Grace, and Miss Trinity. So there's Deonna Purrazzo, Giselle Shaw, Tasha Steelz, Savannah Evans, and the Beautiful People. Wait, was that 5 or that 6? Beautiful People, Savannah Evans. I don't think Savannah Evans might be in this match, is she? I think it's Beautiful People, Giselle Shaw, Deonna Purrazzo, and Tasha Steelz. I think that's who's in this match, not Savannah Evans. Nobody wants that. I'm just joking. Don't get mad at me. So we had to stare down with the two teams, and we're going to see that two teams versus each other next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we saw the America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris, Santino Marella, and Eric Young, and Shark Boy. And Shark Boy is going to be the helper, the deputy for the director of authorities, Santino Marella. He did make a match for himself. He did make the match between Trey Miguel versus Josh Alexander next week. And it looks like it's going to be Kenny King versus Eric Young next week. Kenny King just wants his title match, but he wanted Heath and Mr. Tommy Dreamer, but Santino said no. Santino said you're going to be facing Eric Young. He just wants his title back, but he's not getting it. Not yet. I guess Tommy Dreamer wasn't there this week. I guess. I don't know. Heath was there. Heath was in the Beast or Fire match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Beast or Fire was the first match of the show. If you guys don't know what the Beast or Fire match, there's 4 cases. Well, there's 4 cases. One is a championship opportunity to the world title, to the world tag team titles, or the Digital Media Championship. It was supposed to be the X Division, but next week they're going to have a Ultimate X match to become the number contender to the X Division title. So it's a Digital Media Championship. And the 4th briefcase has a pink slip. That means you're fired. And all you have to do, it's a multi-man match. And all you have to do is climb a truss on the corners, because all the briefcases on each corner, and all you have to do is grab it off the truss and land outside the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, we got our 4 winners. I'm not going to name everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, the man that made the return in this match was no other than Rhino. Because Steve Maclin had one of the briefcases, the last briefcase, but Rhino came back because, remember, Steve Maclin is the one that injured Rhino. And Rhino gored Steve Maclin, and he tosses his friggin' briefcase away. He didn't really toss it, he just got knocked out, and then the briefcases went flying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our winners of the 4 cases, and we will find out who wins what. Who wins a world title match, a tag team title match, a Digital Media Championship match, and the pink slip. Who's getting fired next week? We got Chris Bay. This is our 4 winners. Chris Bay, or Crazy Steve, Yuya, and Moose. So this is who could be fired. Chris Bay could be fired. They could ruin the tag team of the ABC. Crazy Steve could be fired. Yuya could be fired, or Moose could be fired. Somebody is going to be fired of Impact Wrestling. One of these 4 guys has a expired contract. That's why they're going to be gone. That's what I think. But one of these guys have an expired contract that's coming up, and they're going to be gone. I don't know who it is. Then we had Team 3D making the return, reunited. Devon was back in the ring. He was a little slow, but that's okay. We had Team 3D versus the Desi Hit Squad. If you don't know who that is, Rohit Raju made his return to team up with Chapin Singh. And the winner of that match was Team 3D. And they put somebody in the table. I forgot who. Then we have Frankie Kazarian and Tracy Brooks versus Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Frankie Kazarian and Tracy Brooks. Then we have Chris Sabin versus Leo Rush for the X Division Championship. It was a pretty decent match. It looked like Chris Sabin was hurt, but he was playing possum. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a fast-paced match, and it was a great match. But the winner of that match, and your new X Division champion, Chris Sabin. And everybody that is babyfaces from the roster came out to congrats Mr. Chris Sabin. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we will see more of these cuts. I'm hoping it's not big ones, but that's all for me today. Tazel. Bye!